All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan, the ex-Muslim atheist, and welcome to another episode of Sultan's House of Sin. Right. Last week I showed a news story with you, not a news story, I actually shared a video clip with you of our favorite Bolo by Bolo, Tariq Masood. He's one of the top clerics of Pakistan, has a very big audience, and he has noticed me roasting him. So he has started sending me some copyright strikes, which I have obviously appealed and I will get them back. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop roasting him. So last week I shared a video clip with you where he was saying that Europeans are some crazy people, they're depressed and they go on to drugs, and Europeans, the ordinary Europeans are suffering, and all kind of nonsense. So have a look at this video again. I've just changed his voice. I've changed the speed. So, YouTube's system doesn't automatically think that I'm violating any copyright strikes, which I'm not. This falls under fair use. So have a look at this video just for your memory again.
तो अफसोस होता है मेरे भाइयों, देखो यूरोप तबाह हो गया। हमारे यहाँ लोगों को ये नहीं पता कि वो तबाह हो गए। इस पे भी बहस होती है, कहाँ से तबाह हो गए। हम उस कौम के उस तबके को देखते हैं जो ऊपर का तबका है। सदर को देखेंगे कैसे सबसे मुलाकात कर रहा है और पूरी दुनिया की पॉलिसियां बना रहा है। ओ भाई, कौम के आम तबके को देखो, आवाम को, और कमजोर को देखो। कमजोर तबका ज्यादा है और वो पिस रहा है जुल्म की चक्की में। उनकी जिंदगियों में सुकून नहीं है। अगर सुकून होता तो समंदर के किनारे नंगे पड़े हुए होते सारा दिन। जरा यूरोप के किसी साहिल समंदर के पास जाके देखो, सारा दिन कपड़े उतार के जानवरों की तरह पड़े हुए होंगे। ये सुकून वाली जिंदगी है? ये बेसुकूनी की, बोलो भाई, अलामत है। समंदर में पड़े हुए, जाओ भाई घर जाओ, तफरी होती है, ठीक है, 1 घंटा हो गई, 2 घंटा हो गई, बाद में घर याद आता है ना। घर होगा तो याद आएगा ना। देखो, जितने परिंदे हैं वो घोंसलों में रहते हैं, शाम को कहाँ आते हैं? बोलो ना भाई, घर आते हैं। इंसान भी शाम को कहाँ जाता है? बोलो भाई, अपने घर में। और घर का मतलब होटल नहीं, गोरों के घर नहीं होते। तो खुदा की कसम, कितना डिप्रेशन, थोड़े दिन तसव्वुर करो, डिप्रेशन से मर जाएगा आदमी। तो जिनके पास घर ही नहीं है वो कहाँ से सुकून में हो सकते हैं? क्या करना है ऐसी तरक्की के पास? 100 मरतबा लानत ऐसी तरक्की पर जो आपका सुकून आपसे छीन ले। सबसे ज्यादा ड्रग्स और नशा कहाँ लिया जाता है? इन्हीं मुल्कों में। अगर सुकून होता तो इनको सुकून के लिए नशे की जरूरत थी? मेरे भाई, मेरी जिंदगी को कोई गोरा अगर देख ले तो बोले ये तो बहुत ही टेंशन में। मैं मुशाहिदात पर मबनी दलाइल दे रहा हूं आपको, मुशाहिदे पर। मैं आपको यूट्यूब या गूगल की सर्चिंग नहीं बता रहा। मुशाहिदे से बढ़कर कोई दलील नहीं होती।
So, okay. He loves doing this. I don't know what this is. So, what I call it Hawaii fires. He just shoots it in the dark, hoping that something will stick. And I explained that in my previous stream entirely, the full video. He made a lot of atrocious statements. And he actually said that the observational arguments are better than well-researched arguments. So that's the intellect of this guy. So anyway, so his central claim was that Europeans, or white people in general, are depressed people. They're lying on the beach all day long because they don't have a home to go to, meaning they don't have family. And as a result, they become depressed. And this is why they are the biggest consumers of drugs. Now, somebody actually pointed out to me that third world countries also have a very high drug problem, countries like Afghanistan and Pakistan. But because, like everything else, we don't have any regular statistics in Pakistan, for example, for depression either, because I think in the state of Punjab, there's like something like 5 or 6 psychiatrists or psychologists, something like that. Very, very few. And that's about 60% of Pakistan. So these things obviously are not well documented in third world countries like Pakistan. So anyway, let's put that aside. But let's now actually have a look at original data, whether Europeans are actually depressed people, unhappy people as well or not. Now, this is a ranking of happiness 2017 to 2019. This is the latest report. Now, that says, look who's at the top. Finland. Ooh, European country. Denmark, European country. Switzerland, Iceland, Norway, Netherlands, Sweden. All top 7 countries are actually European countries and they're the happiest countries on earth. And then New Zealand, which is next to our Australia, another white-dominated country. Austria. Ooh, not Australia, but anyway, Austria will do. That's a European country. Luxembourg, Canada, and Australia is eventually there. Number 12, United Kingdom, Israel. Ooh, the damn Jews. Those damn Jews. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it. I might get taken down. Israel is also one of the happiest countries. So anyway, so the first Muslim country that we look at on this list is United Arab Emirates. That's number 21. But as you all know, UAE, if you guys have been there, you would know it's not really a Muslim country. It really isn't. You can wear anything you want. You can drink alcohol. You can go to nightclubs. There are beaches there. You can lie at a beach in your bikinis. Everything's fine. So that's why it's not really a Muslim country. The only anomaly here is Saudi Arabia, which is number 27. Now, I doubt that, but I'll let it pass because, Saudi Arabia is a very rich country and women might have some Stockholm syndrome, but I really doubt it because women have been fighting for more rights, especially in the last 5 or 6 years. So I don't think they would have allowed, Saudi Arabians would have allowed women to take part in the survey. But, I'm happy to let it slide. But anyway, it's still number 27. But why are none of the Muslim countries are in the top 10, top 12, top 15? Why? I mean, according to this mufti, that, Europeans, white people are just depressed, wishing their lives away with drugs and just going crazy, and they don't have a home to go to, their families have fallen apart. I'll just show you the next slide. Pakistan actually is doing quite good. It's number 66. There are not many Muslim countries above Pakistan, but Pakistan is at number 66. Now, it is true that belief in myths and fairy tales can give you temporary joy. For example, believing that, one day after I die, all of this will be over and I will be hanging out with 72 girls in heaven. That kind of makes you feel good, maybe, just for a little bit. It does. It could give you fake comfort. But in day-to-day lives, it doesn't. When you have to go and get your electricity bill sorted out, you have to wait 5 hours in a queue, and the sun is beating down on you, and then when you get to the window, the clerk says, you got to give me 200 rupees bribery. Or same thing with police. Or Pakistan is a very corrupt society. So that's why countries like Pakistan or third world countries are not really happy. In fact, have a look at what world's saddest countries: South Sudan, Central African Republic, Afghanistan, Tanzania, Rwanda, Yemen, Malawi, Syria, Botswana, Haiti. All of them are third world countries. Some are non-Muslim countries as well, but that actually shows you that it's got nothing to do with religion. It's got to do with human development. So governments that spend more money on the welfare of their people, they tend to be more happy. Yes, there are some drawbacks. For example, if you have a lot of money, you don't have stresses that you have in third world countries, then, you have a little bit more leisure time. You have a little bit more money to have some fun out there. So people go out regularly, people go out, and maybe sometimes people become drug addicts, but that is all well documented. But again, that problem will always be there. So that problem also is in third world countries as well. As I said, when I was a kid, I remember Chabuji in Lahore is an old ancient building, I think about 500-600 years old. But we used to see so many jahaz. We used to call them jahaz. Jahaz are just, some people who are high on some sort of a drug. Probably it was heroin back in those days, as far as I can remember. But I actually know very little about drugs, so I don't really know what kind of drugs there were. But they were there as well. But nobody would care for them. Nobody would care about them. There were no rehabilitation centers. There was no drug awareness. Probably there still isn't any drug awareness in Pakistan. So those things will happen everywhere. And but people like this guy would always lie and make a fool out of their people. And this guy is incredibly stupid. And now he knows this, and that's why he started sending me copyright strikes. Hotel Rwanda, Jazib. I saw that movie as well, Hotel Rwanda. As I said, it's got to do... I don't think it's got to do anything... It hasn't got anything to do with religion. I think it's got more to do with government spending money on people. Heard meth is pretty bad as well. We've had meth problem pretty much everywhere. There was one video I saw, I think it's called Falaka or something, that I think they called it a zombie drug or something, where they just start acting like zombies, but not the zombies of The Walking Dead, the slow one, but actually the fast one, like the World War Z. The one they run really fast, and they just go through windows and car windscreens and all that. There's a video, very scary video on YouTube that talks about the effects of falaka. So kids, stay away from drugs. To help me produce more videos like these, support me on Patreon or PayPal.